Oh. Good to see everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here, man. This is the podcast, A&B Combos Wrestling Podcast. We're doing it big. We're talking about Netflix era. This is better than the Attitude Era, the Golden Era. And I dare you to fight me. Put up your dukes and fight me if you want to.
Good morning. Thank you.
Good morning.
To talk about the Netflix era.
There's so much to say.
So much to say.
Already.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hope you're listening, Dwayne. You got some thoughts.
Getting ready to film the podcast.
You know what grinds my gears? Okay. That's what really grinds my gears.
Because that's your A, because that is still your A story.
Thank you.
In this corner, from Downers Grove, Illinois, weighing 225 pounds, Angelo Puffbone.
for the millions watching around the world. Let's get ready for
AB Combo! This is A&B Combos Wrestling Edition. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. What is going on, everybody? Let me make sure I'm heard.
Hey.
Yes, indeed. Yep, I heard you. We're in there. What is happening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's your boy A. But guess what? B ain't here. Nah, it's the A and S show. Steven Sandridge.
What's up, everybody?
Marked by wrestling. Come on now.
Let's watch some SmackDown.
Now, as you can see, Roman Reigns, he has a seat at the head of the table. Well, actually, the kiddie table.
Yeah.
Head at
Roman's
the
at the kid table. He's been at the kid table since the build to WrestleMania. We ain't seen much from him right now.
That's where he belongs.
Yeah, he's sitting there with his plate of chicken nuggets and mac and cheese.
I can't say nuggies. I just can't do it, Dom. I can't do it. I want to give a big thank you to the Three Kings. He has now gifted 10 additional memberships to A&B Convos. Come on now. Thank you very much.
Your generosity does not go unnoticed.
Know. Now you know. We have special content just for the members. We have an exclusive for our podcast, of which Steven is so graciously a part of. Just Alex of Alex's World also was a part of that. And you now have unlocked the key to that. Now let's see what we got going on over here.
Randy.
Starting off with Orton.
Okay.
Starting off with Orton. But let me start off while the Viper's coming out. We got some channel mascots who got no kind of chill. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, A&B Convos proudly brings to you its #1 channel mascots of the world. She is the Shih Tzu Terrier of Terror, weighing in at 15 pounds. She is Bone Crusher. And coming over here is none other than the Golden Doodle Mix. She is a lovely bark and no bite. Well, occasional bite, but it's all playful. Give it up for Stella, the Storyteller Rose.
Hey.
Good girl.
Now, Randy, God bless him,
God bless him.
can't catch a break.
No, he can't.
This man cannot have a return without getting upstaged by somebody. CM Punk got him at Survivor Series, and then Cena and all this stuff got a Jade. I mean, like, dude cannot have a return to himself.
Dare I say now, as much as I enjoyed his return, I did get it. I got some of those rock goosebumps when Jade came back.
Oh yeah, I am intrigued. We are not done with that story yet.
No.
Yeah, we're not done with that story.
And I promise you, Bianca Belair has something to do with it.
She's not. Yeah. But I kind of want her to skirt off into the title picture. Like I'm all right with that. If Jade just beefs with Naomi, if I'm Jade and I want to get revenge, I handle Naomi.
Right.
I let Bianca, or maybe even help Bianca win a title, and then give her the Godfather 2, I knew it was you. Now I get a title match and revenge at the same time.
Interesting.
It's the long game.
I'm not mad at that.
But I don't know.
I'm actually not
I
mad
also
at
just want
that.
to see Bianca win again, because I'm as close as I get to being a stan of anybody is probably for Bianca.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm a little too old to be a stan, but we love Bianca in my house.
It's good to see you guys. I want to go ahead and give a shout right out the gate. First in line with that fast pass is Fareed Saheed. What up? Good to see you, my friend. Let me run it down. Let me see who we got in here. We got the Mod Squad, the Teflon Don, the Mod Father. How you doing?
Good to see him this evening on this fine and lovely SmackDown.
How you doing? I love that. Good to see you, Mod Father. Let me see who else we have up in the house as the Mod. We got Sophie Dophie, OG, Triple OG.
Yeah, Sophie.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Keep an eye on things. I think that's all I see as far as the mod goes. He actually is on the computer that can show the wrenches. It shows a little more than me, so you might see some additional mods.
I'll take a look and
I will go ahead and give a shout out to some of those special people. We got Anthony here. What's going on, Anthony? And I hope you enjoyed the Elimination Chamber, y'all. It was packed. Michael Tolberg, what's up? He gave a little shout to Steven as well.
All right, Michael.
Dawsey
Glad to be here,
Chatham.
homie.
Of course, Anthony's in here. And Three Kings here. What is going on, Three Kings? Thank you for gifting those memberships. I so appreciate that. Thank you very, very much for contributing to the fam. Let me see who else we have in here. Wesley Franklin. Always a pleasure, Wesley. Look at this crowd right here. This crowd is loving it. Aries Wrestling Entertainment Action Fix. What is going on, my friend? T-Man is up in the building.
Oh, T-Man's here. All right, T-Man.
Aaron Drew is up in the house.
Drew?
Come on, Aaron Drew.
Uncle
You ain't got
Drew?
to do it like that. That's right, Movie Queen. It's the ASS show. Well, it's the A&S show.
I thought you were going to go with the Billy Gunn theme. I was about to go. Boom, boom. But we get,
I could do that.
But you know, in 20, what was it? What year was it? 2012 or something? They kept just lazily merging all the entrance themes together, and they were all terrible.
It was a little much.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was quite
most of the Jericho tag
bad,
teams. Yeah,
but it was bad.
Yeah,
it was bad.
Well, nothing's Def Rebel bad, but
it's okay. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't even do it.
We can go back to Big Show. I think that works.
At the 13-minute, 30-second mark, let me give a big shout to my baby sister in the Jey Uso way. Mwah. Love you, baby sis. Now let's see what the Vipers got to say.
Oh, they in Philly tonight. I did not notice that. They're in Philly.
So it's a rowdy crowd over there.
Yeah. They'll tell you what they think.
Oh, they will. Ooh, he mentions John Cena's name.
Good. Well, we already have a temperature for how Philly feels about Cena.
That's going to be good.
They got to feel so vindicated. They hated Cena for years.
You are not lying. No love lost there.
They're sitting there like, Bernie, didn't I tell you?
Not anymore for you. You have to wait. Come sit.
I guess that gives a whole new meaning to the term rock bottom, now doesn't it? But I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Friday Night Smackdown. All right, let me get some additional shouts. CJ LaChapelle, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. I'll talk quietly
CJ.
so we can hear what Orton has to say.
That's a nice jacket.
Michael Thomas, good to see you, my friend. It is a nice jacket, actually. I was thinking that very same
like
thing.
that logo, yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, Rickardy? We got Lionheart Fitness up in the building. Samantha Poole is also in there. We got that mod. Year. You get the little year. Justin Holland Crane, good to see you, my friend. We got Deja Ho 25. I love it, man.
All right.
Although that might be a bot. I could be mistaken, but I could be a bot. All right. Brandon Thomas, Movie Queen. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. Come on now. Huh?
I do like Cena's templates for shirts have always been killer. The G.I. Joe one is fantastic.
I love the shirt.
I'm a big fan of his 8-bit one, like the original Nintendo logo with like the pro wrestling one. But I just couldn't find it myself to buy a Cena shirt.
You have to appreciate having played those games to really appreciate that shirt. What up, Big Joe? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for being with us. And the one and only Jody Bennett. Woo! What up, Jody? Young Hung Ho 25 is up in here. Sean Swaby is over here. What's up? I know he did the exact same thing, Movie Queen. You ain't never lied. Now, I want to make sure it's not too loud. We don't want to get pulled.
Have you heard the news, that Lex Luger has been confirmed for the Hall of Fame?
I gotta be honest with you. I didn't think that was going to happen. I didn't think it was going to happen.
He had a turbulent journey to get there, but I'm so happy because any acknowledgement of someone who is willing to take accountability for their mistakes and demonstrate remorse and repentance is a vote for humanity.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to see WWE acknowledging that. So hopefully we'll get some others.
Yeah, he
after him.
absolutely did that. And I'm glad they were able to look kind of past that. Now, I got to ask the big question here. They're clearly able to do that with some people. Do you think that this could be extended? The olive branch could be extended to a one Miss China?
I think so.
Is that possible?
I think a whole lot of that probably has to do with Hunter and Stephanie. I think. I think if they are advocates for it, because she was integral, obviously, to DX, and everybody else in DX is in the Hall of Fame.
That's right.
So, I don't think. I think time is healing a lot of wounds.
Yeah.
In Hunter's WWE, and so I do not with Luger. I am not giving up hope on that one. The only one I'm not giving, the only one that is a foregone conclusion at this point is Benoit, probably, and deservedly so. But I think there's hope for China. This might be controversial, but I think there's hope for Owen.
Yep.
There might even be hope. I know I just said Benoit, but Nancy. That I know might be sore for some people. But she didn't do nothing wrong.
Wow.
She was an innocent victim.
Yeah.
And she was an awesome manager back in her day.
Yeah.
She managed Doom. She managed the Steiners briefly.
Yeah.
And then she did some time in ECW. So yeah.
Wow. That's a big deal right there.
I think both her and Miss Elizabeth are probably on the outskirts for right now.
You didn't
but
mention the name, Miss Elizabeth, huh?
But those would be awesome. I'm a man who I love a good redemption story, so
Well,
I can see that. Yeah.
I don't need Miss Elizabeth. I don't need the pukesters to the left or the right. Yeah.
Didn't need them then, don't need them now.
Ooh, yeah.
I already got my Hall of Fame ring. They mailed it to me after I was buried.
Oh, man.
It's in a Slim Jim plant in Sarasota.
I do love that jacket.
It's a good-looking jacket.
It's a good-looking jacket. I love
It looks like it could be the cover of a Journey album. Like, I mean that in a good way.
Yes. It's a solid jacket. Judy with the first super chat of the night. Starting off right. Come on, Judy. Circle message. Well, we'll see what Cody will say about Cena and the final boss.
Do you think he gets the main event segment tonight? Or do you think he's like top of the hour?
I actually expected him to come out the top of the hour. So
I thought
this was unexpected.
They paused for so long.
Yeah.
I thought I was about to hear wrestling is more than one.
Yeah. Yeah. So it makes me wonder. We got a 3-hour show here. Yeah, I'm going to say he closes out the show.
Okay.
Thank you, Judy. That's a big, big super chat right there.
Randy just fought with every vein in his neck not to say the F word right
he
there.
did. Yeah, he did.
He's like, Rock gets to say it.
No. Not you. Cody can do it over here. You can. No. I still can't believe he dropped that F-bomb like that. I did not expect that.
Dude, that's a meme everywhere now. It's like when my boss asked me to work overtime, hey, Rock.
You have never lied. Yeah, see, now we've got a very angry Viper.
Yeah.
We're bringing back the punk kick, and I'm here for it.
Yes.
I'm here for it.
Well, and the way they've built up Owens in his absence to be this unhinged, Philadelphia violent man.
Yep.
It's going to need a punt kick to take him down.
You would never lied.
So,
You would never
and
lie.
that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a little early for this soapbox, but sorry, that is the difference between this company and other companies.
Speak on it.
It's not an aversion to violent moves and violent bumps. It's choosing to use them at the right time for maximum effect.
And that's a big difference. Take a good look here at your Women's United States champion.
Oh.
Discussing your consequences for ruining my Canadian homecoming.
National treasure, Chelsea Green.
Love her with her Secret Hervis.
Agent P.
I love it.
Exercise your right to remain silent for all of us. Excuse me.
Interesting.
Yes.
Did she say, are you censoring,
Are you censoring
us?
us?
I've got a great idea. How about I make you shut up tonight in a match?
No. She can't make it. She is part of my secret service, and I have a match position.
I love Chelsea and Piper so much.
How can you not? This is, I told you, they put the title around her
Yeah.
waist. She's going to do gangbusters
They were
with it.
great on NXT against Sol Ruca and Zarya, too. Like, that was a great match.
I'm not quite sure what it is.
Chelsea got busted open, too. in that match.
She got busted open, but there's something about NXT that you just put your foot on the gas.
Yeah.
They performed in a way that you generally don't see them do here in the main roster, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well-rounded Leo, what is going on? Brandon Wyatt is up in the building. Let me see who else do we have up in here, and I want to catch up in the chat. You want to see Umaga needs to be in the Royal? I want to see Umaga. Yeah, I know that's right. Tiffany Stratton, Ken88, what is going on? And I have done it.
Oh, Sophie, this is not an annual rant about NXT. Annual means it's once a year. I talk about NXT every time I'm on camera.
Well, how can you not look? The show.
It's the second best show in all of wrestling right now.
Come on, man.
I think
Come
Raw.
on, man.
I think Raw is still the best, but currently I think it's better than SmackDown.
Yeah, currently, yes, I will say that much. They're firing on all cylinders. They've got a pay-per-view coming up, PLE coming up. That's going to be fire. I cannot wait to see how the Titans are going to go down.
In Madison Square Garden. So you know
Come
that
on.
crowd is like NXT's crowds have been showing up lately already, but that crowd is going to be on fire.
And I'll tell you another thing. The thing about Madison Square Garden, a lot of you, I don't know if you know or not, but all performers that do a show there, they get a special plaque.
Oh,
It's an engraved plaque specific to Madison Square Garden for basically being your first match there in the Garden.
oh, that's cool.
And so they present it to the wrestlers, and it's really something.
Yeah.
It's really something, because it's that arena is just steeped in history.
Oh yeah. I mean, that is the mecca of WWE. Like every company had their building, like going all the way. I mean, I don't know how far back, but I can remember back to like the Von Erichsen World Class had the Sportatorium in Dallas, and the Georgia Championship Wrestling or the NWA or whatever they actually had a couple. They had the Omni in Atlanta, which is no longer in existence, and the Greensboro Coliseum, which still exists to this day. And then ECW had the ECW arena.
Yep.
And still, at the end of the day, it's Madison Square Garden, baby.
Didn't Hogan beat the Sheik in the Garden?
That was in the Garden. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, Hulkamania was born.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
WWF's Hulkamania, the Hulkamania we all recognize.
I don't want to tell you,
was born in the
wrestling
Garden.
belts have gone through many, many iterations. That particular, if I'm not
green
mistaken,
one?
the green one that it had the double top and bottom side plates going across.
You had like trophy plates on it.
Yeah, I really, really like that design.
It was like, what if the 24/7 belt had dignity? That's kind of what it looked like for
what he
those of you.
said. What he said. Okay, I remember that moment so vividly when Mick Foley just had that bag and he just took it out, and there was like this collective gasp,
Yeah,
followed by a mysterious galunk.
I know. It's like the Price is Right. You lost the game sound. The boom, 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 boom.
You could hear
Poor
it.
Foley. Wasn't Foley the one who revealed the Universal title the first time too, when it was all red, and the crowd hated that one too?
Oh gosh, I think so.
Man, why do they keep abusing Foley like
I
this?
think so.
Give him a pretty belt to debut for once in his life.
DI, first, good to see you. Secondly, I don't think we're going to be seeing Cena tonight.
No, I don't think we see. Oh, okay. So, never mind. That's after WrestleMania. They did announce, by the way, the next Saturday night's main event, May 24th,
Really?
in Tampa,
Really?
Hoganville. But Cena has already been advertised for that show.
Okay. Let's just keep Hogan off of that. Let's just not. Okay, we've
Yeah.
got your real American beer
You're
stand
literally in his
ring.
backyard. We don't need to invite him to the cookout, though.
Let's just you can get him a
Well,
ticket.
he'll
You
never
can
be
sit in
invited to the
bleachers.
cookout. But
No, he must.
wrong choice of words, everybody.
That is the one that would put raisins in the potato salad. Oh, hell no, Karen.
You know he'd bring the wrong kind of beer, too.
It's, man,
Brother.
that's swill. That no good for nothing swill. That's basically Bud Light. It's terrible. Kurapika 0607. I don't know. I don't know what Tiffany Stratton is. I'm not willing to concede that she is a face. I'm not necessarily going to say that she's a heel. She feels an in-between. What does she feel like to you?
She feels like, I'd say she's a Shades of Grey character. I don't think she has changed at all because, honestly, even her cash-in could have been considered heelish, but she did it on a heel. So, yeah,
Exactly.
she hasn't really done anything babyface.
Oh, wow. Shannon Sharp
Oh,
got
yeah.
involved in
Yeah, it
this?
was on First Take.
Oh, my
They
gosh.
talked
You need
about
to pay for this.
They took a break. They took a break arguing about Michael Jordan and LeBron James for 5 minutes to talk about John Cena.
See, this is the blending. This is the blending. But I'm going to be honest with you one more again. I cannot stress this enough. I need these people to stop dropping the curtain. Michael Cole, The Rock, I need you to stop dropping the curtain in such a way that just you deflate. You fill this balloon up for 3 hours, and then with the very words that you use, you just like it kills me to no end. Just let it simmer.
Yeah.
Just what this. Let me tell you what this needs. This is Michael Jackson's Super Bowl. What was it? 93. 93. He comes out and stands for dang near 2 minutes. Doesn't move a
Doesn't
muscle.
move an inch.
He is big on you got to let it simmer.
Yes.
Let this simmer and don't when you give a press conference, do it the way Triple H does it. Just you're killing me, Brock. You're killing me, Smalls. I hate to say it like that. Oh, hang on. Somebody was calling.
Okay.
And I think you might want to see who this is. Hold on a second.
Make sure all his hairs are in place here.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold on, everybody. We got a special guest here.
Okay.
Hello, you're live on the air. Say hello to your constituents. Ladies and gentlemen,
Hi, everybody. Do you guys miss me?
B is in the house. What up, B?
Hey.
What's up, you guys? I just wanted you to know that I'm in the snow. I mean, it is snowing hard up in these mountains.
The snow.
Snow.
The snow.
I don't think your tires are rated for this. Wait a minute. You didn't have chains on your tires. What's going on here? This is not the time for you to crash and burn.
I'm not driving in it, but it's awesome.
There's nothing
It's
awesome
beautiful,
about snow.
and I mean chunks of snow, snowflakes.
Snow's nice.
Are you taking video?
Gorgeous.
Are you taking pictures?
Yes, I'm going to take video right now, and I just wanted to call and tell you guys, have a great show, everybody. I miss you guys.
Well, we miss you too.
Thanks, B.
And don't worry, we're taking good care of Roman because you
got the
did leave
best
him
seat in the
behind.
house.
Yeah.
Not do nothing to my Roman doll. Steven, you're a pastor.
He's good.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
Thank you for filling in with me for me.
You're breaking up. Okay, we love you. Bye.
Bye.
And that was
Oh,
B,
man.
everybody. There you go.
All right. So we got Tiffany Stratton and Piper Niven going at it tonight.
Tiffany Stratton.
Telling you, man, SmackDown's mat is choice. They lightened up the shade of blue. Just got the company logo in the middle.
Yep.
Looks good.
I'm not mad at it. I've said this before when I noticed that the ring change. I like because the mat was plain.
Yes.
And I actually do like this WWE logo. It makes sense. I'm still not accustomed to all of this advertisement in the mat. It just doesn't. I don't love it. That was a very interesting move.
A knee springboard. Yeah, I've never seen that quite. So we got Bianca live tonight too, and Cody live.
Yeah, I smell a rat. I smell a rata. What up, Jaden Winchester? Good to see you. Rumors bringing back the Evolution pay-per-view. I mean, so B is up in the snow. She's actually down in San Diego. She's up in the mountains somewhere in San Diego, going on a retreat, doing God's work. She's with her fellow sisters in Christ. So just keep her in your prayers. As you may or may not have heard, she's in some snow. She loves the snow. If I never see a snowflake again, it'll be too soon. I never want to go out in the snow. I will never ski. I will
Kings,
never lodge.
don't say we got B out doing ministry work in the mountains. Y'all know we can't make her do anything.
No, we cannot.
That's a woman who walks her own path.
This was all her choice. But we more than likely, and this is actually a good segue. Okay. So we have AEW's pay-per-view this Sunday. We were thinking about going there live, but she is actually traveling back that day. So we decided against it just in case So we are actually going to do a live watch along. I know the majority of our people are not AEW people, but we got to expand the brand.
Sure.
So come on back for this Sunday, pay-per-view, live watch along. B will be back in the house. I don't know if my man is going to be able to be in the chat. He got some things going on.
We'll see. Some of the kids are coming home to roost for spring break.
That's
so
right.
we'll see. It's Sunday, right?
It's
AEWs are on Sunday.
Is spring break here? Is it time?
Well, it is for them. It's not the rest of my kids, just my college kids. Wow. Yeah, I know, right?
Earlier and earlier.
Earlier and earlier, man.
I can't keep it straight. So yeah, so
Spring
she'll be
break's
back
early. WrestleMania
this
is late.
weekend.
That's weird.
She's where she is. She's kind of in like, I don't know exactly where she is. Well, I do, but I can't say. But it's in a mountainous area, if you will, out in the outback in the wilderness. She's getting in touch with nature and the Lord. And she's always loved the snow, wants to be out in it, frolic in it. And I said to her, that's all well and good for somebody who as a kid never shoveled it.
I was about to say, for all of us who didn't actually grow up in New England, snow is a real novelty. That's because, like me, growing up in the Southeast, you would maybe get it once a year and you'd get it for like a day and a half max, and it would go away on its own. So, like, you have this fun relationship with snow. But I understand
tragedy.
where you're coming from. By the way, Sophie, I have
terrible.
4 children, just like horsemen.
Yeah.
Woo! The most elite number of children. I'm just kidding. I
No,
don't know.
he's not lying.
I didn't bring Big Goal with me, so I have to temper the flair stuff. And I'm preaching on Sunday, so I got to keep my voice.
I thought you were going to have the Intercontinental.
Well, I thought about bringing the belt, but John Cena, he put hard times on my son Cody Rhodes. Hard times when John Cena kicked you in the nuts and you're laying down and you get smacked in the face by Travis Scott.
I mean,
so
busted eardrum. Oh, actually, I wonder if he's going to mention that because busted eardrum.
The word on the street is that his ear is okay, but he does have quite a shiner. I don't know, but we'll see.
I would love to see that.
We'll see what happens.
Judy with another super chat right here. Thank you very much, Judy. I want to ask, what are they going to do with Rhea Ripley? Do you think she will go to SmackDown?
Ooh, I think SmackDown would be a good move for her because she's got a lot of fans. She's obviously probably the most universally beloved woman on the roster by all the fans. And she kind of has run Raw ragged. Like, she's been bulletproof for the most part, which why I was so shocked and happy to see her lose to Io on Monday.
Yeah.
Not because I'm not a Rhea fan. I like her, but you can't do it. It was like back when Brock was champion years ago. It's like, I love all these other people, but nobody's beating him. Like, so I'm almost disinterested. So I think after WrestleMania, a SmackDown move for her would be really good. She could mix it up and they bring up some ladies from NXT maybe. She could mix it up with some new blood and she could have more competitive time. I don't need to see her like a road warrior anymore. Just steam Goldberg people. You know what I mean?
Now, do you see a Terra Twins?
Oh, that's
reunion?
also a good question. I mean, you got to acknowledge it, right? If she comes back, they don't even if they just have a loose affiliation with each other.
You would think so, but again, you have Zelina Vega and Andrade on the same show, and we have yet to see paths cross.
Well, I guess we could make the argument that the company is going to pay a whole lot more attention to Priest and Rhea than they do to Andrade.
Yeah, that's
Which
man,
is a shame.
You came back. Look. I cannot get over the fact that this man was here, then he was over there, and then he comes back here, and you're still like, yeah, we're not really gonna do. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like, why did I come here? I could have gone over there to TNA, and y'all still would have used me because of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Thank you very much, Judy. That is a great super chat. We got a nice dive. When I watch Tiffany Stratton do her dives, I know she's a former gymnast. Like, watch. She's going to go in here.
That swanton.
But she doesn't quite, it's not quite Jeff Hardy. Like, I feel like she's going to snap her neck. I don't feel like she gets that rotation.
I feel like Jeff has a recklessness, like a visual recklessness to his swanton that kind of befits his whole style.
Hers concerns
but
me.
hers, I feel like hers tries to look pretty, which should. I mean, that fits with her character too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she's still coming along. Rickardy says late rotation. I think he's right about that.
Yeah, the late rotation is exactly right. She's done this twice now tonight, and every time she does it, I'm like, man, I don't think she's going to make it.
Right.
But yeah, she does. I'm like, you barely made it. But it also doesn't work to your advantage if it doesn't look like you like the torso is getting what it needs to get. Like that.
There we go.
Like that.
There we go.
That was a beautiful landing.
Yeah, that was much
That was
better.
all rotation right here. Full body contact. Congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. Now, here's where she needs to come in here and get bombed on. Yep. Charlotte Flair taking her out. Oh, now this, I'm actually not mad at this outfit.
Can I tell you something? And it's probably just because of what I was listening to today. When she hit that ring for half a second, I'm like, is that Carmela?
Man, it gave shades. I didn't want to say it, but we got the figure eight. Oh, she's wrenching it in.
Man, she got the arch.
Oh, man. She's really
Man.
arching that back. Look at this. I'm loving this fit on her. The boots, everything.
Yeah.
But
I
she's
like
not
the
letting go. She's
coordination.
not letting go. Wow. Woo!
She looked like she beat the Viking Raider's wife in combat and took her soul in battle or something.
I'm actually okay with that.
Like the gift.
I actually miss
It's
Valhalla.
like a Charlotte-ified wild woman outfit or something. I don't know.
I do miss Valhalla. I do.
Sophie,
Okay, so she's
I did
full
listen
heel.
to the Carmela podcast today. I think we'll probably talk if we talk about it at all. We'll probably do it in a commercial break.
Yeah, I have yet to listen to it. I plan on. I've heard an excerpt, so we will see what we will see. Shamanica Williams is up in the house. What's
All right,
going on, Shamanica? And Isaiah Smalls, baby. What up, Isaiah? Mask Marvel, what's up? Hold on.
Oh boy.
Crypto Hulk Hogan. What is going on? What's going on, man? It's good to see the Crypto Hulk Hogan all up in the chat, dude.
90,000 Bitcoin, dude.
Yeah.
Have you watched Daredevil Born Again yet?
I've
It
not.
just came out this week.
I have not.
Sophie, I watched it the other day. It's very good.
Well,
If you like the Netflix series, I think you'll like it.
Well, now that B is out of town,
There's only
I
two
have time
episodes
to watch
out, too. So
stuff I wouldn't ordinarily watch. So we usually are on other wavelengths when it comes to watching shows, but I'm going to power through. I got to get through my DVR.
yeah.
And that is one of them. So it's going to be a binge. It's going to be an Al Bundy.
Yep.
That's all it's going to be. Just an Al Bundy weekend.
beer, peg.
Bon. Take a good look here. Wow. Are you showing Alexa Lopez right now?
Nick Aldis is given a visual history of WWE's tag division.
We're trying to get her on the show.
I appreciate the effort because Nick could basically just say, we're going to have a 5-way match.
Okay.
Oh, we're only in January. Wow.
I mean, he cracked the mess. They swung for the
Yeah.
fences with those
Yeah.
crutches.
The Profits are putting some stank on it right now.
It's about time. Say it. Say it. Sith Profits get their title shot. That was some Steiner math.
Yeah.
Got a 33 1/3%. Nick Aldis with
You know,
the
most of
Steiner
them
math.
machine guns aren't even going to try. So you take their 33%, added my 63 to 30%. Yeah, I can't do the rest of the
That's
promo.
the
It's just
Steiner
to make my
math.
eyes cross.
I absolutely love it. We've got some new names up in here.
Okay.
Muhammad Ali, 62.
The greatest.
Good to see you, Darth Vader of the Red Pill. A racist black man and a good white man live streaming can't get better than that. I'm racist? Okay.
Is this a real person or a troll?
I
Red
have
pill is
no
always a
idea.
red flag for me and usernames. So
Darth, I think this person's kind of trolling in here.
we'll see
but
if they're
that's
still
okay.
here. If Well, if they get out of line, they'll go to timeout.
All right, Maz, keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on Darth. Darth is getting real Sithy. Real Sithy. Jack Roman, what is going on? Good to see you.
Sounds like he Sith his pants.
All right, you got all bunch of channels. Yeah, I'm going to be watching. I've got a lot of stuff that I want to watch on Paramount Plus. I want to catch up with my Star Trek. I got Picard. I got Discovery. I've got Strange New Worlds. So I got to catch up on that. I do want to listen to this podcast because without giving too much away, because I do want to listen to it and just kind of give my take on it. What's your general feel or general sense on what Carmela had to say? Leah Vandal.
You know, it first of all, I think taking the context of the podcast is important because I got the feeling that the podcast itself, like the platform and the host and all that stuff, it's a podcast like for women to talk about women's issues and stuff. So she spent a lot of time like just even talking about getting through the difficulties of her pregnancy and all that, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? When it came to WWE, though, a lot of it, some of it was Carmela, and some of it I felt like was the host kind of leading her on a little bit in the wording of like, oh, so this happened to you, and I think this is in part of the clip that came out that Carmela was like, well, and then they just like, you know, didn't renew my contract, and I'm asking myself, you know, because she's drawing attention to the fact that she was pregnant while she was off TV,
right? And
then she sustained an injury during that pregnancy, which is really tragic and unfortunate. But continued to keep her out of the ring, and I don't even know if she's in ring shape or will be again yet because they're still working through that. It's a complication with her foot. But she would draw on examples like Corey Graves or Big E, and she like basically said that like she went to WWE to try to see if she could do something else. And they were like, you know, so I got, you know, so I gave them an idea to pitch myself to be with a tag team, which the wrestling fan in me really wanted her to elaborate. I'm like, well, which tag team are you talking about? But she didn't do that. And it was not a wrestling podcast. So, and she's like, and they were like, oh yeah, you know, maybe, you know, we'll look into that. And then she's like, and then I never heard back from them. And then the host is like, oh, so they like ghosted you. And it was like,
that's what I heard.
It's like
part.
hearing, it's like hearing two middle school or high schoolers like amping each other up a little bit. And you know, I think about the examples that she gave about them finding, you know, I think there's two sides to it, right? It seems like there were some extra discussion about the terms of her contract, and just hearing her and hearing other stories, like we've talked about even AEW with like Penta and the injury time and all that stuff. And it sounds like she made some assumptions about what would have happened to her contract. But at the same time, there were some elements of that contract that she described that seemed a little out of the ordinary as to when the length of her contract was up, which I think the company probably, she could have asked them or they could have reached out to her. And it seems like there was a breakdown in communication. But at the end of the day, she was still getting paid while she was injured. I think, you know, like they took care of her while she was out. And the double-edged sword, and this is just my wrestling fan opinion right now, the double-edged sword of women's wrestling being so good right now is that the women who were on top 3 to 5 years ago are falling behind.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like they're doing anything wrong. Like Wendy Richter and Fabulous Moolah were awesome at one point, and then Medusa comes along, and it's like, boy, your stuff doesn't even look good anymore. And it's just because the game has evolved.
Right.
You know? And so
the game.
And so we have the Biancas and the Rheas and the Eos and the Kairi Sanes, and those are just on the main roster, and I'm not even getting into NXT right now with some of those ladies at the top of that card. And so Carmela looks, I mean, you know, her I don't know, is her status does not look as rare as it used to be, you know? And so when it's time to decide,
that was a request.
Are we keeping people or are we making space to bring more people in?
Yeah.
I just think I'm guessing they probably heard her idea and were like, we don't want to do that. And they should have just told her, we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And I will kind of defend the Big E and Corey examples. Corey and Big E's injuries happened in WWE rings.
Yeah.
So it happened on WWE's watch.
Yeah.
And so I'm not saying WWE was obligated to find a new thing for them to do, but at the same time, there is that sort of sense of loyalty that the company has always had. Like, if you get hurt on our watch, we'll find a way to take care of you. And if you end up being good at it, we'll keep you, you know?
Right. That's right.
But she wasn't really entitled to that because, again, I hate that happened to her. It's so unfortunate. And childbirth is already a physically traumatic experience in the first place. So I hate that any of that even happened to her to put her out like that. But also, that wasn't something the company is responsible for. So that is the cold reality, of business. So I don't know. I don't buy into she was mistreated because she's a woman thing. I do think they failed her a little bit in communicating with her. Yeah. But I think they were within their rights to decide to move on from her.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't think she's a jerk for not being happy about that. It's okay to be upset about that. But I don't know that there was anything particularly sinister at play. Like the time Mickie James got her stuff mailed to her in a trash bag. You know, I'm not talking about that. We're not talking about that kind of stuff.
That was trash.
Yeah, some of those people are gone. And
Thankfully.
so I don't feel it.
I am looking at Los Garzas, and I got to tell you, the animal rip thing.
Yeah,
I would love to get that real actual tattoo on my shoulder blade back here. I really do. You know, be the lone wolf. Wolf rides alone. Firefighter Jimmy, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir.
3 Diglets is up in here. Come on, 3
All right.
Diglets. The biggest single super chat of the night thus far. Circle message. The women's evolution has not stopped evolving. It's like a mega Charizard right now. It just seems so easy to get left behind as a female superstar. You must keep adapting to claim your place, and that's nuts. I thought you were crazy, and now I see you're nuts. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, you're right. You're right.
100% correct.
We've talked about this a lot on the show. We are big proponents, as is Steven. We're big proponents for the women's division, women's wrestling, pro wrestling. But Stone Cold said this years ago, man. You want your spot, you need to go out there and take your spot.
Yeah.
And you've got to do whatever you got to do to stay at the top. And it's not going to be easy. The fact that we have Trish Stratus, who has now been retired, what are we talking about, 20 years now? What are we talking about?
Oh, not even that. I mean, it's probably closer to 10, somewhere between 10 and 15.
10, 15 years.
Yeah.
Right? She went through she went through a period in WWE that it's unfortunate women had to go through. Yeah. But the fact that she's still mixing it up and she's still getting a pop that's bigger than current superstars, you as a superstar coming up, you've got to ask yourself, what do I got to do to get that reaction? And I'm looking at Jada Parker. I'm looking at Kalani Jordan on NXT this past Tuesday.
Man, they did great.
Come on. Do you want to get
Jada's got the gifts.
You don't.
And I'm not being crass either. I mean, like the backstage promo she cut a couple weeks ago that led to that Kalani Jordan match. She was so natural. It literally felt like somebody just rolled up on her in the locker room. And she was doing her whole clapping and her neck snapping and all that, in Living Color era stuff, and everything. But not 1 ounce of it felt fake, scripted, or anything. She felt like she was shooting on her, and she didn't stumble either.
Didn't stumble once.
And I mean, that's not easy to do.
And that's all I'm trying to say right now is that if you want to do it, and I go back to somebody that was the real standout for me, that's Jacob Fatu.
Oh.
Where was this guy last year?
Oh, gas, no brakes.
You do understand what I'm saying?
He was going so hard he drove right by WWE. He had to circle back around.
And he did it with extreme prejudice.
He
pulls up, and he is owning this spot.
He took over this show. He took over SmackDown. He snatched SmackDown from Cody like a chain around his neck.
So that's what's so frustrating for me as a fan of a lot of these people that got released. Like I said, with a Sonya Deville, with an Elektra Lopez, whatever the case may be, you have these people over here that have the potential, and it blows my mind that you are, because I hate hearing we pitched something, we tried to go one way and they were like, no, we don't really want to do that, and then they just end up not renewing or
we don't know where your idea is bad, or like we don't know what your ideas were. This is the same thing. I'm not crapping on AEW. It's just the philosophy of how things were, right? Things seem amazing when the thing you're measuring up against isn't doing so well.
Yeah.
Like Carmela, and I'm not isolating Carmela. I think a lot of her contemporaries, when she was popular, they looked amazing when the product was mediocre. AEW looked revolutionary and off the chain when WWE was bad. But when people show up hungry and motivated, it's the first half of Rocky 3. Like, you guys have gotten comfortable with your skill set and not continuing to, I say not continuing to improve it. I don't know. Maybe you are, but maybe, just maybe, you've reached your ceiling, you know? And these people coming up have a higher one. And when you're running the company, you want your best people to have your spotlights.
You want your best people to have your spotlights, and I know it's not easy. We're not professional wrestlers. We're not in these companies, so I'm not even going to pretend to know what goes on behind the scenes. I have no idea. I know that, and I've said this with AEW, it gets a little oversaturated. You're bringing in a lot of new talent, a lot of young talent. Not everybody's going to make the cut.
Yeah.
And you don't really have a spot for everybody. Triple H has said this several times. I don't have a spot. But in his last press conference, he says, show me why you deserve that spot. Go out there. And that's the thing. Like, you want to do that. You want to do good. And you want to show them that I can put the arses in the seats. But I remember B and I talked about this. We were in, I think it was Las Vegas. I think it was Money in the Bank, if I'm not mistaken. And you had, it was Money in the Bank. And the women were coming out. And Carmela was one of the women that came out, and that crowd was silent.
Yeah.
And again, it's not like she was not a good wrestler or entertaining, but I mean, like, what is it?
She was an her peak stuff was as an entertainment performer. They had, because she originally, I first noticed her in NXT when they were teaming her with Enzo and Cass. Yeah. And the NXT crowd didn't super take to her being paired up with them. Like, they liked Enzo and Cass for who they were. Yeah. And she was like this is a super dated reference, a cousin Oliver to the Brady Bunch, you know, to them, a cousin Pam from the Cosby Show, you know, whatever you have, you know, 3J from Family Matters, however you want to take it. Anyway, 3 analogies in.
Yeah, I love it.
Her stuff with archery, pretty deadly.
Mid, got the win.
Come on now. Somebody was asking where Street Profits were. They already have a title shot. They're next in line.
Number 1 contenders. They have defeated.
Yes, boys.
Los Garzas and
the crowd is
MCMG.
shocked. Anyway, Carmela's stuff with R-Truth I thought was great. And even that little bit she did with James Ellsworth. Like, when she's a Santino segment. Yeah, yeah. And that's not bad. Shows need that.
Yeah, it was good. It was actually really good. And then things kind of changed. It's really kind of sad.
Yes, Diglett. They are underrated. I'm so glad to hear somebody else say it. They are underrated.
Pretty mid?
Dude, come on, man.
I mean, pretty deadly?
You need someone who's so willingly sold out to being that obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah.
To make it work.
Yeah. Okay, I was not on the train, but yeah.
I love this camera angle of Bianca
I do.
in the chamber.
I do too.
She is, I'm telling you, man, TLC waterfalls, man. They shot my baby.
Yeah.
They shot my baby in the street.
Bombing on Naomi. Look at that. What's up, Mario?
The way she's screaming and crying. Florida Evans throwing the candy dish. Damn. Sophie, I don't know that I'd say I'm a fan of Pretty Deadly. I just see their value.
Wow, I love that. We're seeing different angles. It looked much harsher.
I meant to tell you. Okay, we missed the shot. That dude right there pointing his finger.
Yeah.
My grade school classmate.
What?
I went to grade school with that referee. I found that out this week. We played in band together in middle school. He played the trumpet.
So
his name's Antron. No, bro hadn't talked to me in 30 years.
Okay, but you got an in, though.
I got an in with a referee. If he didn't get whooped by Antron.
Okay. When you get a better view of him, point him out to me.
Yeah.
I need to talk to Antron. That is awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's wild, man. Social media is a big place and a small place all at the same time.
Wow.
I know. It's crazy.
That's awesome. Okay. Anybody want to take bets? Now, I understand unless something changed, but we have a women's U.S. title match
That's
tonight.
right.
Chelsea Green going against Michin in, I believe, a street fight.
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken.
There better be a gimmick at this point because they've wrestled enough times.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I like Michin and I love Chelsea Green, but like they both could probably get different matchups at this point. I hope this is the last matchup between them for a little bit.
It is a women's United States Championship street fight.
Oh, I mean, but Chelsea's got somebody in her corner.
Well, she's got a loser in her corner. She just lost. She's a little hurt.
Yeah.
She's a little banged up.
And
holding them ribs.
you know, Piper also caused them to lose the tag match on NXT as well through miscommunication. Could they be walking towards? I don't want to say it. I don't want to voice it out loud because they got a good thing going with those two ladies.
But
right
I'm
now.
on the fence because I'm a big fan of Michin. I hate to see somebody constantly get to the big dance and then lose. On the other hand, Chelsea Green has done gangbusters with this. She's
the leader America needs right now.
What he said. She has letterhead. You know what I mean? I mean, she's wearing the this is a perfect example of what we were talking about earlier. Somebody's just taking this role, not just wearing the belt, coming out to music, doing whatever. She is just full on in this. She is, dare I say, she might be to some degree the Toni Storm of WWE.
I think that's fine. I think that's a fair assessment. She's got that level of unhinged and entertaining, and she does have great in-ring ability, but her character doesn't befit showing off all the time.
Right.
So she doesn't wrestle like that because she doesn't need to.
Right.
Honestly, I don't even care if it didn't make sense. I would fold up Michin tonight and then send her to Raw and have her beat Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, man, please, thank you.
Let her be the Intercontinental title. And I like Lyra, but it's clear that the crowd is very slow in coming around to her. They're starting to.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that.
But
this
I
might
don't
be a
know.
good time for her to lose that belt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you and get a little fire up under you, get a little tapatio.
Yeah.
I want to see a little edge, a little like Booker T, get a little dirt up under the fingernails, man. You know what I mean?
What kind of spices do they have in Ireland? Do they even have
on
any,
now.
or is it all just boiled?
Come on now. Let's see who else we got in here. Yep, Ray Phoenix. Hey, it's just a matter of TikToks. It's just a matter of TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say about that. The
He's
Teflon
on
Don.
the way. Ray's on the way.
Super chat right here.
All right,
Evening, gentlemen. I just thought about this today. Angelo Dawkins is the D'Lo Brown of this era. Extremely underrated and really good in the ring.
You're looking at the real deal now. I'm telling you, D'Lo might have been my favorite Attitude Era.
Can't do the
mid-carder.
neck thing like that.
My favorite. Yeah, I know. I'd snap. I'd get a crick in my neck. The chest protector.
Yep.
His European title run. Like D'Lo might have been my favorite Attitude Era mid-carder.
And he was excellent in that ring.
Yeah,
Excellent
he was.
in
His
that
his frog splash. I mean, listen, I know we've got Tez now, but listen, his frog splash wasn't nothing. The torque he would get on that thing.
But for a man of his size, that was no lightweight.
No.
That was a big man.
Yeah.
Doing that. So yeah, absolutely. That was a great super chat. Thank you very much, Teflon
Thank you,
Don.
Teflon.
I'm not mad
Good
at what you said
memories.
there. Now that you've said that, now that you've actually painted it in that picture, I'm actually okay with him. Because I was saying, I think last week, I would love for him to get a little more cut up like Tez. But now that you've done deload this, I'm like, you know what? Yeah. Let's have him be that D'Lo.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. Because he's got that crazy stare right now that just, I love.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
He could snap that neck around a little bit.
You find a place to practice on Saturday nights, Firefighter. You talking about some cornhole? Woo! You know what? I might do some cornholing with myself. You never know. The weekend's up to me. Hey, we got Philadelphia 76ers.
And the crowd's booing them. Philly is booing the Sixers. Why don't they have Eagles there? They're Super Bowl champions. Where's Saquon Barkley? Where's Jalen Carter? Where's the Georgia defense?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Sorry, I'm just saying they're in Philly, and they speed. Seriously?
I love to see
Santi
this.
Zap and a con man.
Yeah, I love to see that.
Becky had to cheer.
Yeah, she cheered. we could have made this. We could have made this cut. We could have made this real. We could have made this real.
See, y'all think they're booing Cena, but actually that's the crowd still booing the Sixers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we could have made this real. That's all right. That's all right. There'll be another opportunity.
Yeah, the point I'm trying to make, chat, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the Sixers, are Philly's basketball team, but Philly's football team won the Super Bowl just last month. Like, why don't they bring some of their football players into the crowd and do that?
That was a seat upgrade. The Roman Reigns family.
Wait a minute.
The Roman Reigns family.
These kids are having fun, though.
No, I don't think that's seat upgrade. That's interesting. Is that a thing?
I've never
now
seen
they're
that.
doing?
I've never seen them put something like that on TV.
That's
here comes
interesting.
Bianca.
All right, hold up. Everybody get your popcorn, pull up a chair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Alexis.
Look.
Oh,
She
she's
don't
in all
dress
black.
like this. We've been seeing her come out dressed for years.
She looks like her and Tez came dressed together.
This is not how this Bianca, but she's coming out in sunglasses constantly. Come on, Steven.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on,
Come
Steven.
on.
Something's up.
She either dressed for a funeral or dressed to kill, one or the other.
This is a dip. She has changed her whole stilo right now. Yeah, I was legit shocked at this.
She's either in mourning or she's on the dark side, one or the other. We're about to find out.
Something's going on with Bianca Belair.
The way they booked that match to finish, I know everybody kind of hated on why the ref didn't DQ Io because of the shoving, but
granted, seeing that, she landed on her face too. So
Yeah.
that was great.
But like
you're right.
Rhea getting distracted. Rhea's post-Raw, it wasn't on TV. It was online.
Yeah.
Her post-Raw promo was great.
Yeah, she was just losing it. Mm-hmm. She was losing it.
Yes, Diglets. I was just trying to tell him about this. He's got a super chat coming up. But
got a super chat right here.
when you get there to him, I'll tell you.
All right, let me get here. All right, Superman punch Roman for us. A won't no. Well, that's B. I'm A. Oh. Ooh ah. Wet Willie. It was a super chat. I had to do it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta be here for the crowd.
I had to do it. Thank you very much for that, Thomas. Oh, Stella Rose did not like that. Protecting mommy's doll.
Tag me in.
Tag me in.
Well, she ain't talked at all.
This is a
Look at
very
that.
different Bianca.
Look at that. She kind of got a smirk on her face.
I'm
judging her.
loving her look, but yeah, this is different.
She looks great.
Two of your friends are fighting. Three Diglets.
Oh.
Chelsea doesn't need the title. The title needs her. I want her to bring in the hot mess. I don't read the script. Script reads me. Okay. Wow. The title needs her. So you're basically saying that this title is just booty stank.
I think he's just saying that Chelsea's above it.
Oh.
She's that good. That good.
Title needs her. Okay. I don't know if I'm buying these crocodile tears. Because I did. I can see it's happening. It's happening.
Mm.
Are we about to see it? It's about to happen tonight? I wasn't ready for this.
All
I wasn't
right.
ready
Is
for this.
Naomi gonna come out dancing, or is she gonna come out just for a funeral too? Oh, she in all black too.
And
Does
got
she have a
neck
glowing
brace
neck
on.
brace? She got
Okay.
a disco ball neck brace
That's
on.
the first neck brace I've
Y'all.
seen bedazzled. I freaking love it. If I ever break my neck, I need to get that neck brace. What's Naomi?
She's so unserious. She's like evil and unserious at the same time.
What up, Alexis Turner? Good to see you.
Diglett says all heels have worn a neck brace. He's
Three
not
Diglett
wrong.
says, there was a Jim Ross voiceover, John Cena's heel turn on IG, and it was magical. I missed that effort.
It was so good. It was so good, Diglets.
I got to hear that. I missed that. Thank you, Three Diglets, for that
if I come
super
across
chat.
it, I'll send it to you.
Yes, please. Or Diglets, if you see it, you can slip it into the DMs. All right. All right, everybody, hold on. Pull up a
They're
chair. Pull
both
up a
wearing
chair.
black, though. It's got to mean something.
What up, Marcus Baker?
She's about to get Kendrick on her. She's like, yeah, I did that.
Yes, you can ask me a question.
Don't you dare what Naomi in the city of Philadelphia.
She's not answering the question. She's not answering the question.
Girl, Bianca ain't worried about them tag titles no
She got-
more. She got a world title. Bianca said, I'm not one of your little friends.
I know that's right. Woo! This is alphabet turning.
She done forgot about Jade. Oh, her little feelings.
Wow.
She ain't wrong.
Wow. This might be the best promo she's ever cut.
Great.
Oh,
man.
the voice is cracked.
Every day I had to fight.
I mean,
The best villains.
I don't.
Makes sense.
I can't. A storm is coming. Did you order the code red?
I did the job.
I'll do it again.
I did it for Bianca. I did it for the people.
Are you? I'm not ready.
I mean, she's in the family.
Oh, they're going for the Oscar on this one. They're going for the Emmy. Dang, don't. What's happening? What's happening? What's up?
Don't do it, Naomi.
She gonna change the whole thing? Oh, look at that look! Oh, but she got tears. She got tears. She got tears.
She got real tears, dog.
She got real crying tears. Look at this.
Jimmy, go study your wife.
Shit. We love you, Jimmy, but. Oh!
Yeah, she did that. She did that.
Oh, I told you!
Bro.
Woo! They both shedding some tears. This
Every single person listening to this right now, y'all need to lock in and realize they held this crowd and they are in Philadelphia.
You were never live.
Philly
boy.
did not dump on this segment. That's how good it is.
This is crazy.
And they did this live in the ring.
Wow. She's taking the neck brace off. She's taking
She's
the
taking the neck brace off. Heel. She. Come on.
Oh, wow. Who is this person?
Oh! Look at the fans looking at Bianca like, whoa, did you hear what she said? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The storm has arrived.
She got, blood stains.
That's actually a great outfit. That's
for about what's about to happen.
Yeah, man. It's about to be a bloody massacre. She was watching in the car. Steven, I can't.
Yep.
Man.
About to have some violence, man.
She said, have at it. She said, have
go
at
ahead.
it.
Go get
And she's
your
going
pound
to
of
the back.
flesh.
Now, okay, so we're not going to get a Bianca bombing on her at the end?
I mean, she has her back to Bianca. And we've already seen Jade take on.
Oh, she didn't really try to get out there real fast, boy. She took a little time.
Yeah.
I don't see Bianca anywhere.
Yeah, I think Bianca's backstage. I don't think.
Oh. She probably should have kept that neck brace on.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. She screamed Bianca when she was, wow.
Still calling for help. Man,
listen.
I feel sympathy for Naomi.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I
don't know how I feel about that.
Well, Jade doesn't need to be mad at Bianca because, for all intents and purposes, she thinks Bianca was deceived by this. I mean, when she got attacked, Bianca was in the middle of a match anyways. So the evidence suggests that she's innocent right now.
The evidence suggests that she and her collaborated collusion backstage. Wow. 3 Diggles with a super chat right here. What? 5 out of 5 stars for this segment. Oh, crap.
Yeah. I cannot believe Philly didn't crap all over that interview segment. Like, they started to what, Naomi?
Yeah.
For about 5 seconds, and those girls shut that down without even saying anything to the crowd. And they gave a cinema scene live. They didn't have 8K cameras out in the middle of the football field, Cody and Roman. They went out in front of Philly and did that.
They shed some real tears.
Yes.
It was guttural. You could hear that in the, you know what I mean? It was guttural.
I think it was 3 Kings, Naomi said, got the Denzel tear.
Man.
Listen, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos.
They earned every bit of that.
I'm not going to say that I was wrong about Bianca turning heel. I'm still not convinced. She's changed her whole demeanor right now. Her whole situation has changed. I'm not convinced.
I will say this. A little bit of a controversial statement, maybe.
Uh-oh.
If this feud continues to bleed into Bianca's world,
right,
going into Mania, Bianca has a shot at main event in a second WrestleMania. Night 1. Cody and Cena's night 2.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be nothing else. But I believe Hunter when he said the main events are still up in the air. Because right now, I mean, I have theories about what some of the other matches might be. We know about Jay and Gunther. We know about Tiffany and Charlotte.
Yeah.
That ain't main eventing, y'all. Tiffany and Charlotte ain't main eventing. You've got the match quality already there. And now if you add this story into that match somehow, I'm not saying add Jade or Naomi to the match. I'm just saying if there's any kind of implications of that story into the Bianca, Io, Rhea stuff.
Is there?
I don't know how it would. It's a big if.
Jay and the
Gunther.
ring general.
Yeah.
Is there any room for the possibility that we might ultimately get a swerve and Jay loses at WrestleMania?
I don't think so.
Is there any room for that possibility?
I mean, there's always room for it, but I think they recognize a hot hand when they've got it, and they want to capitalize. And I think they really, really want to have that big stadium yeeting moment with him holding the title.
Yeah.
And how long Jay holds the belt, I don't know. He may not even make it to the next PLE. Who knows? But I think he'll get that moment.
Okay.
I think he'll get that moment. That's just my thoughts. I think he'll get that moment.
I hope that is the case. I really do. I know we're going to be doing our predictions a little while down the road, but I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm like, you know what? Triple H loves that swerve, and there's nothing quite as getting people in their feelings as seeing this man make it to the big dance, and he loses.
Yeah, but I feel like if you do it with Gunther at WrestleMania, especially since he's already lost to Gunther a couple of times, it would be like that that Mania where they came back where it was Bray and Randy Orton, and they totally let the air out and killed Bray for that one. With Alexa showing up and stuff. I feel like it would go over like that. I think it's going to be so clear that they want to see Jay have that moment.
Okay.
So, I mean,
I'm hoping so. I got to tell you though, what I really want to see, and I see people who keep talking about this. This is what I'm talking about. Take your spot.
Yeah.
You want the water cooler talk.
Yeah.
That segment had it all.
Dude, that is the kind of work that can go into a SmackDown that makes it not feel like 3 hours.
Now, here's my question.
And they got the top of the, I'm looking at the clock now, they got the top of the hour segment for that.
They got the top of the hour segment for that. We saw a completely, I've seen Naomi in the WWE for a long time.
Yeah.
I have never seen this person show up to work.
No.
Where are we going with this?
I tell you, and everything we just said the last commercial break about the state of women's wrestling and Carmela's era and stuff. Naomi was a part of that era.
That's right.
She has picked it back up.
She had to.
And honestly, I think her time in TNA probably did her well.
Oh, yeah.
Working with Jordan, Grace and stuff, and then coming back, a little fresher for the better. And I mean, because she didn't leave, because, her and Mercedes left together. And so she didn't leave under great circumstances.
Yeah, man.
So think about that. Think about her leaving under those circumstances and coming back and doing that.
Yep. See, but that's also what I've said too. This is a situation where you have somebody that has left the company and then you're invited back to the dance. I'm not here just to be one of your little flunkies to be back here in catering.
Right.
I know we get paid, but the reality is these are performers. They want to get out here and they like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints.
Yeah.
I want to go out here and perform. Like you're healthy, yeah. You ready to wrestle? Yeah. Why not?
Speaking of not Ricky Saints, but go out and get your shot. So WWE's got all this programming now, and people, and it's just filled with people trying to make you remember them. Speed. I know how we all feel about Speed, but this week, had that NXT tag team of Briggs, Inamura, the Japanese dude, Inamura against Ivar. And it was a 3-minute hoss fight and might have been the best men's speed match they ever did. They just went out there and did that thing.
Really?
And I had commented on somebody else's post who had shared it on X, and I was like, I was like, I'm glad all the guys are healthy and the War Raiders are back and stuff. I was like, I miss Ivar's solo run because that dude could do stuff, and Ivar responded to it. Yeah, I think he just liked it or something, whatever. But I'm telling you, man, I think, it's for somebody like him, he's a tag team champion right now, which is fine. But if he gets even 3 minutes, that's a heavyweight 1-round bout.
People got knocked out.
Well, first, yeah, right. But I can't not do that whenever I stay here 3 minutes. The Lex Luger moment. Anyway, he made the most of his minutes.
Yeah.
He went out there and did something. So, like, there's a chance that might get noticed.
You never know.
Yeah, right.
Here we go. Look at this. Lex Luger.
Dude, I love this story.
We've seen this all the time. You get people who have now been touched by God and you just completely change your life and change who you are.
Yeah, and legitimately changed, too.
Yeah.
Like him and Sting both, like, are changed men. Sean, changed man.
Yeah, he wouldn't be here if he was still the narcissist.
Oh, absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
And he would be the first one to tell you that.
Oh, yeah. He was not a good guy.
No.
He said it himself. I was not a good guy.
Yeah. And it's wild to hear people who used to kind of shoot promos on him be like, no, Lex has changed and is for real.
Who don't know. It's well, the Bible talks about that. You know, people of this world don't necessarily know. You can't be touched with it. So, I mean, is that Carmela? Oh, no. Sorry. Sorry. Charlotte. Still begins with a C.
Yeah, right.
Soft?
How you doing?
Okay, does she listen to us?
Yeah.
There's levels to this.
I'm sorry.
I like this. I'm okay with this.
I 100% agree with what Charlotte just said, and then have BFAB everybody roll up. I mean, I'm like, if anybody's gonna be offended, it should be her.
It should be her. There was this clip of Mike Johnson talking about hardened criminals, and he pointed to Trump in right behind him. So and hardened criminals, and Trump just kind of looked over at him. I mean, that was a perfect moment.
Oh, they're international next week.
Barcelona.
Yeah,
Spain.
European tour starts next week.
That's right. That's right.
Crowds are gonna be hot, dude.
Now look, right here.
Talking about
BFAB,
making the most of your minutes. Getting her away from the Street Profits actually was a good thing.
Yeah.
For her.
But I need look. She's come along in a whatever span of time we're talking about. But I really need this guttural, visceral Naomi type. I need to see that. I need to see.
Yeah.
I cannot see just okay. Let's go out here and have a fun match and let's call it in the ring.
Yeah.
No, I need to see like clawing and scratching. Like I need to see it. Mm-hmm. This is the time. You're in here with Charlotte Flair. Woo! International. Nah, man. This is no time to be timid.
Nah.
Come on now. Can't tippy toe.
Solo versus Braun Strowman. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going to get a Jacob Fatu interference. I'm saying my money's on Braun Strowman because I think we will, and I think it's going to go sideways.
I think if Jacob comes out, it does turn sideways for sure.
Because one-on-one, again, under the K-Fab umbrella, on paper, one-on-one, as good as Solo is, he ain't no Braun Strowman.
No. That was great.
But I wonder if he'll get involved. There's going to be some shenanigans. I'm saying there's shenanigans involved in this matchup. That's going to be an issue. Yeah. Yeah, that was a nice visual.
Love that shot, yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Braun Strowman look a little salty. All these flavors out here, he chooses salty.
Mm-hmm.
And notice, nobody's coming out with Solo Sikoa. Solo, indeed.
No walk and talk promo in the back.
No, nothing. My man has got much of nothing. But you know what? Let's go back to being the street champion.
Yeah.
This is what you know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
Yeah.
You don't got the Ula Fula no more. Let's just go back to that. Because you're on the outs with your boys. That's just the reality of the situation. And I wonder if we're going to get Tongaloa back in here when he's healthy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know? Because they done took the mantle and they're running with it. Oof. Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
We getting street chant back?
Did he didn't crush his fingers on
Whoa.
that, did he?
I didn't see.
When he hit the stairs, the stairs went flying, and he moved. He moved like this is the stairs, and he moved at the same time the stairs came and coming down, and he kind of did that, and then it looked like he was holding his hand. I'm like, oh gosh, please don't tell me you just crushed your hand.
Yeah.
Right, y'all caught that, right?
Yeah.
B-Fab versus Charlotte, I'm not mad at it. They are both, I would say, equally sized, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, their frames are similar.
There's potential.
And they're continuing to book future shows on the current programming. It gives you a reason to tune in next week. All WWE programming, all 3 shows have been doing that really well lately. Being like, next week, you're going to get this match, you know? So, Russell. Welcome, Russell.
Yam on yam violence. I mean, I can't sing it without a super chat.
Can we all just get along?
I promise be on that one. Newest member, Russell. Thank you so much, Russell, for joining the membership. You're now locked in. We've got exclusive content. In fact, we have just uploaded our podcast. The video is live right now. We had the man Marked by Wrestling's Steven Sandridge. We had Just Alex of Alex's World. And we have a special members-only reaction that'll be out tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining the fam bam.
Aaron Drew asked, hear me out. It's a reason LA Knight and Nakamura is main eventing. What if Knight wins and then Aleister Black comes back? I'm fine with with LA Knight winning. Yeah. Black, I mean, I'm ready to see him whenever he's ready to come back. I'm curious. We're still a month and a half from Mania.
Yeah.
So there's time to debut somebody and build them for a match, I guess. I wonder if they might hold him until after, but we'll see.
It's possible. I wonder what they're going to do. See, I can't continue to harp on this, but I'm going to continue to harp on this. I've said this a million one times. When people ask me, why do you hear about so-and-so being here and so-and-so being over there? I'm like, look, I don't really care where anybody shows up, so long as they're utilized correctly.
Yeah.
You have to utilize them, especially if these are some OGs who are coming back home. You got to utilize them correctly. And if you're not, then it doesn't matter where you are. Clearly, people were unhappy on AEW.
Yeah.
And coming back over here. But if you are not going to get the jotting and get them in some believable stories, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we even doing? You know what I mean? I mean, Andrade, I'll be honest with you, I was never that high on Andrade, but he's very good in the ring.
Yeah.
But again, he has come back, and what are we really doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's ever been the same since he was from back when he was packaged with Zelina.
No.
Because that was his peak in NXT. Because even his first main roster run, before he went to AEW, it didn't. I mean, he had a U.S. title run here or there, but it wasn't huge.
I don't get it. Like, if it's, and
Put
I
him
said
with
it
Zelina
before,
again.
if you've got the magic formula, which I understand it's a smaller container.
Samoan drop.
That you're now putting in a bigger container. But if you've had the magic formula, the very thing that you like about them, you say, we want to bring this over to the main roster, and then you're like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
And then you just ruin it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I mean,
you at least try out what works. I mean, there's some things. There are some things that I feel like that happen in NXT that probably wouldn't work on the main roster. Like Chase U probably wouldn't work on the main roster. There was another gimmick I saw on Tuesday night. I'm trying to remember that I really like, but I'm like, that wouldn't work on the main roster either. I can't remember who it was, but Chase U's the one I always think of though. And so some of those things would be changed. But honestly, if it's just star power, like let them have a crack at it on the main roster.
Thank
that
you.
way.
Thank
Just
you.
see if the crowd buys into it. Because these days, that might be how somebody recognizes someone, too.
Exactly right. Look at that right there.
Cross body. Braun the Dragon Steamboat.
And that's a big man. That's a 300-pounder right
Big
there.
dude. By the way, Firefighter Jimmy, I've not heard of orange cream Coke, but those are two of my favorite things. Although I don't know if putting those hands together would make it better.
Orange cream Coke? That's the thing?
Apparently. He asked about
Well,
it.
they have different flavors.
I have had Coke Zero with cream soda before in the like AMC, like the Coke Freestyle machines, you know?
Yep.
That's not bad.
Sophie Dopey, we are all trying to collectively forget Karrion Kross's first run on the main roster.
Oh, the demolition thing? That was terrible.
The
Thunderdome gladiator looking thing.
You know, if you ever saw somebody get shat on, that was it. They shat on that man.
I was thinking way too literally there for a second. I'm like, huh? I don't remember this era. I've watched a lot of wrestling, but
no, that was horrific.
okay. Oh, reverse
Big
the
slam right here. We got a cover.
Oh,
there we go.
Okay.
Shenanigans. What I
Thomas
tell
there.
you.
Yeah.
And I told you that was going to be shenanigans.
But we don't have Jacob.
Not yet. Okay, so Braun wins the match, which is good. But
Tom was like, I'm trying to get out of the ring, dude.
Yep, I tell you, yet. And here he comes.
Oh, yeah, here he comes.
Fatu!
Somebody get a Kleenex for Braun
And look,
Strowman.
he gets a whole entrance.
Oh, yeah, with fire and everything.
But he's coming out with presence. Look at this. He's walking with some swag.
Yeah. I hate to be crass, chat, but does Braun Strowman have a snot problem or does he have a nose piercing?
It's a nose piercing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got the I forget what you call it, the septum pierce.
ring?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought he was having like them old Jim Duggan snot bubble problems.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, I never understand how these people wrestle with these things because we've seen
dude.
stuff get ripped out. Like
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley. It's
Yeah, I could not.
I couldn't do it. All right, these two mastodons staring each other down.
They're all chanting Fatu, too.
Yep. And you see he shaves the eyebrows. He's taking his spot, man.
Yeah.
And he's going look, he's going straight for the biggest man in the ring right now. I mean, come on.
The way Jacob just showed up and said, "Look at me. I'm the captain now."
I am the captain now. They just love them some Jacob Fatu.
Well, dude, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Braun, where were you, dog?
Tripped on that one. That didn't work out too
Gross.
good.
You know what though? That was a good recovery.
Yeah, but that could have been so bad. I said this so many times. You really need to practice that dive out.
Oh,
the ring,
he's
dude.
back up.
That's
Yeah,
how you
he's
get.
checking
That's
his
how you get
feet
him
now.
to forget it. Yo, I've seen some terrible
But
spills coming out there.
A pro,
like that.
and I'm not blaming Braun, but a more seasoned vet or a dude who was thinking would see that and try to. And I think he tried.
Yeah.
But you know, Braun's just not quick, especially after his knee injuries. That he want to dart forward to try to improvise and catch him, and I think he tried.
If you could.
Not in front of the seat upgrade family.
He sure did. This is the best time to do it.
That's actually kind of dope. They do the angle in front of the seat upgrade family.
I would not mind being in that seat upgrade. See, now this is not even a match. What are we doing right now? This is more exciting than the match we just saw.
Yeah, absolutely it is. That made the crowd wait for Jacob. I kind of like that. You know what, though? I am a little salty that we didn't get a backstage promo from Jacob. That's one of my favorite things every week on SmackDown. It's Jacob walking and talking and going, "Hail!"
Yep. Hell, ain't nobody make me. Yeah,
Dude,
I
if the
love it.
old man was in charge, Jacob Fatu probably still wouldn't have cut a promo yet. He'd have been dressed like a head shrinker.
Seriously. And it was what it was. The 80s and 70s. It was a very different time.
I'm so glad somebody saw Jacob and thought, what if we let
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy, what if we let Umaga be like an Uso?
Right?
Oh, no.
Jacob's going for a ride.
Oh. Man, I hope your head's all right, dog. Well, Braun, it was fun while it lasted. He's going to kill you now. Maybe not tonight.
Maybe not
But
tonight.
if you got that over on Jacob, he's going to draw blood again.
That was great.
Big John stud.
You got to spell it
Philly.
like that.
It's a Philly
John.
thing.
Yeah, it is. It's a, for those that don't know, yeah, it's a Philly thing. Big John stud. That's hilarious. I love that.
Uh-oh. He's staring down.
Wait a minute.
Ronnie.
He's moving.
Dude.
He's alive. Alive.
Jacob's got some 1997 Kane in him, man.
Yeah, he does.
Some Michael Myers.
Oh, he got a little pink eye, though. That right eye, got a little pink eye. Somebody get some drops. See a doctor.
Yeah. He probably
Wow.
he probably took his medicine before taking his bump.
I would hope so. I
Yeah.
would hope so, because I don't
Absorb the pain.
I'm not trying to catch that.
Yeah.
What's up, Three Kings? Big super chat right here. The old man would have had Jacob yelling, "For Samoa!" like Umaga for years straight.
Tell me about it. You know who I miss?
Big super chat. Thank you, Three Kings.
I miss Alejandro Armando Alejandro Estrada. Everybody listen to me. I don't know what it was about the stupid catchphrase, but it was so over with me. I remember I went to a Raw during that era, and I'm halfway listening to LA Knight here. Hold on.
I love that. I'm not sure if the bath is going to get the job done. I'm going to say the Guerrero, too. I do.
Yeah, I do miss Eddie.
Thank you, Rickety. Please make sure you listen to the man, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for that. And thank y'all for supporting us with the super chats. Thanks, Stella Rose. Yeah.
Kudos to the cameraman, because Knight's got those reflective sunglasses, and I have not seen the camera in the reflection once. Yeah. Knight got political.
Okay. A little bit. I was about to say. You saying something right there. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a Raw in the early 2000s, and
see, look at her. She's
oh my gosh!
holding
Oh my
I
gosh!
told you.
Cactus Jack, get up! Chelsea's in a Cactus Jack, get up!
That's great. Oh, hello,
Oh,
Zelina Vega.
Zelina. So can we call her Chick Foley?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I love me
poor
some
Piper.
Chelsea
This
Green.
is so good. This is so good. I don't know
sleep
how
on that.
Chelsea and Piper doesn't have to be any of your favorites, but you cannot hate on them. They are excellent.
Oh my
This
god,
is so good. It's the fact that Piper continues to go along with it that makes it work for me. That she doesn't just squash her like a bug. But yeah, early 2000s, I was in Atlanta for a Raw, and this during like height of Umaga time, and these two guys were sitting behind me, like half drunk, I'm sure, but they just kept cutting Estrada promos in between the dead parts of the night, and they just kept going, like this little thing, and I was like, I never even noticed that he did that, but then that's all I could hear from then on for the rest of his run. But yeah,
like,
Estrada,
look at
man,
Ricochet.
even her pants say Chelsea on the side of them.
You got to appreciate this. Look what she's doing with this character, man. And she's coming out like the mountain. I mean, it's just, it's brilliant.
Yes.
And you're just taking, this is what this is. larger than life. Just do it. And we're seeing these youngsters up and coming, evolve, LFG, whatever the case may be, trying to find their footing. They'll go through evolutions of character development, but man, when you got it, you got it.
Yep.
And I'm curious to see how they're going to be on Tubi, the place where you get star quality movies. Tubi. Yeah. I saw a clip
To be
on
or
Tubi.
not to be.
Somebody got shot and he's down, and this guy decides to drag him. As the camera's just pointing down, the guy's being dragged, and you see his feet helping him along.
I love Tubi, man. Tubi knows exactly what it is. You know what I mean? It's got no illusions.
Nope. And that's exactly why I know full good and well when I'm getting involved when I watch Tubi, just like I do with pro wrestling. Let me sit back and enjoy this.
Exactly. Suspension of disbelief, even when it's at a meta level.
I remember watching what was that movie with Steven Seagal?
You know,
was
also,
a Navy SEAL.
Oh, Under Siege.
Under Siege 2, doing it on the train, which I've watched it several times since. I didn't dislike it as much as I did in this theater, but I remember very, very vividly being in a theater watching this movie, and he's on the side of a mountain, whatever, and he jumps onto a moving train. Like this train is just going along the side of this mountain. He jumps on it and like just sticks the landing, like he landed on solid ground, not a moving. Like he didn't do any of this. He didn't fall. It was just like a superhero, and the entire audience was like, come on.
I heard somebody say one time years ago, you know, you ever seen those quizzes that like, is it the name of a mega church or a department store, you know, kind of thing. Somebody was like, is it the name of a Steven Seagal movie or a TNA pay-per-view? It's like Above the Law, Hard Justice, Bound for Glory.
He had it all.
On Deadly Ground.
He had it all.
Yeah. It's great stuff.
He had it all. Yeah, if you don't know Steven Seagal, man.
Oh, yeah.
I see that bot in there. And I appreciate that because, you know, the beauty of it is if you don't have bots, you're not doing something right.
Right.
Thank you for getting that bot. How you can watch Smackdown when you don't have cable? Is there an app? Yes, Fight Friday Jimmy. We are actually watching Smackdown on Sling TV. So that's the app that we're currently using, and this allows us to watch it live. We have tried to figure it out with NXT since they moved over to CW. We can't do it, but guess what? Bam! The Marked by Wrestling historian, in fact, has got the secret, and he has a live watch along of NXT every Tuesday. Lock in, as he likes to say, get your plates.
Yeah. Get your plates, and me and my 11 herbs and spices will do the trick, and we'll watch some NXT together.
Look.
Especially Tuesday, man. Especially Tuesday, because we've got Roadblock. I almost said
That's
Battleground, but Roadblock Tuesday.
The original recipe of KFC back in the day was delicious. When I got down like that, you get the chicken, you get the biscuit, you get the mashed taters. You know, who didn't love those original 11 herbs and spices? Finger looking good.
You know, the KFC Twitter account used to only follow 11 accounts. The 5 Spice Girls and 6 guys named Herb. It's a true story.
That's true.
I don't know if they still do or not, but that was back in the day. It's
Why
a real
not?
thing.
Why not? You don't need to follow anybody. Look, here we go with the dead man coming out here.
That's
I've
right.
yet to see his show.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yet to see his show. We've had an opportunity a couple of times. Never had the opportunity to actually.
Sophie, if I ever go live on
through with it.
2K25 again, I probably won't use my mic. I went back and revisited it. The headset I have for my PlayStation mic doesn't really translate well. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah, the potato wedges, Aaron Drew. Oof, those potato wedges. Oh man, those were.
Yeah, that
those
was
were
good stuff.
Those were good. Those were good. Oh my gosh, 20 years since we lost Eddie. That's crazy. Really? Wow, that's crazy. Rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero. My gosh. Cody Rhodes speaks out tonight. What my man got to say?
Hard times.
Hard times,
John
Daddy.
Cena.
Hard times.
John Cena put hard times. You put your Reeboks on my head.
You sure? I love the shoes. I really did. Look at, I told you.
Look, Piper's still selling in the corner.
Those ribs.
She's like,
Look, to be fair,
got that itis.
Tiffany landed square. It was all torso on torso. You know what I mean? It was all torso, so I could appreciate that. Oh my gosh, November 2005. That's wild.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's wild.
You know, WWE has created a WCW YouTube channel.
Steven's gonna have to hold you. I got a work call. Hold on one second.
No problem. Okay, well, we've got Michin coming down with her bag of goodies. She's got a whole trash can full of stuff, rocking an Eagles jersey as well, too. Who she got? 55. I don't know enough about the Eagles to know who 55 is. But let's see. But she's dragging it out, and okay, it's on. Like a pot of neck bone. Michin throwing bombs already. Here we go. Yes, they do have an NXT channel as well, Sophie. They're doing great work on their YouTube channels, kind of making their stuff available that they used to have on the network back when the network was the thing. Okay. Oh, Chelsea with a boot to the outside. Oh, here comes the cookie pan. Oh, get ready for a loud smack. Okay. I thought it was going to be louder than that. But those things used to be louder. But they in Philly, so you got to have a street fight, right? Oh, she got the dual kendo sticks like Darth Maul or something. Michin, oh, jeez. Michin's got a crowbar? Yikes. She's still dragging stuff out. Oh, and we got a chain. 2 chains. Make it 3. And then you're going to yeet that trash can in the ring itself. All right, we'll see what we got. Oh, and now the match has officially started. I was about to say. I thought the match had already started, but it hadn't. Reversal. Oh, drop toe hold right into the chair. Okay, let's see. Is it just me, or does the crowd not seem super into this for a street fight? They seem kind of almost exhausted, maybe from the Braun and Jacob stuff and the Bianca Naomi segment. But they seem quiet for a street fight. Oh. Chelsea on the chains. Oh, Michin biting the fingers. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, she's drawing with the crowd. She's getting the table. Okay, well, they wake up for a table, man. Oh. Something like a zigzag. Chelsea pushing the table back underneath the ring. Oh, goodness. All right. We in picture right now. And Chelsea just working some heat over on Michin. They teased the table spot, but Chelsea said, no. And Piper over there in the distance still looking beleaguered and tired. But we loading up the ring with chairs now. Michin getting back in the ring. Chelsea still throwing stuff in. We're going to have plunder in the ring. And the carnage, as JR would say. Is that a chain or is that a rope? I can't tell because it's picture in picture. But she, wow, just smacked Michin in the face. It's got to be a rope. She's tying up Michin.
Sorry about that.
By the wrist. Welcome back, sir.
A little work issue there. I apologize. I have. I might need to take another call, but we'll see. We'll just see. We'll just see. All right, how's this match looking?
Can't believe I'm saying this, but you haven't missed a whole lot.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
this is supposed to be a street fight, and I see. What is Michin dressed as? Is she an eagle?
An eagle, yeah.
Oh.
A Philly sports fan is probably down for a street fight.
Yeah, I suppose. And she's got rope. She's been hogtied?
Yeah, she got her tied by a rope. But like, see,
okay,
I don't want to get
problem with that.
hypercritical because she doesn't even have enough. She didn't have the rope taut enough to even be pulling her. Like,
no, she didn't. And she did the flip.
Yeah. I didn't love that. I mean, I'm gonna need more out of Michin there.
Look, I need. Look, professional wrestling. There's got to be some cooperation with your dance partner in order to make this thing look good and work. And if you're both not doing it, it's not going to work. Now that worked. She
Yeah.
had it taut.
Yeah,
She was able to yank her.
that
I
works.
like it.
But
Okay, hop down.
yeah, street fight that the crowd doesn't care about. Sophie said, do you realize how much fighting from underneath you're doing if you're having a street fight in Philly and they don't? Philly is like the upside down tonight. They were locked in for Bianca and Naomi's emotional segment. And now they have a street fight, which is as Philly as it gets. And they're like, I mean, they're kind of doing the hangman spot, but she's sitting on the ground. Or it's in her mouth. The rope's in her mouth.
No, but see, she had it in there like she could have just easily been like, puh, and just taken it out. Like,
Yeah.
it's not, this is not looking right.
Yeah. Brandon Thomas, Birmingham knows how to do a street fight. I believe that, honestly.
No, that's right.
I went through Jasper, Alabama one time. They look like some street fighters. Knew what to do
Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, you want to see a street fight? You come to Birmingham, Alabama. I'll walk down the street with Becky and see a street fight.
there. Oh, yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, I mean, that's...
Is there a street
You
fight?
get in the deep south sometimes.
But we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, another day, another conversation.
Here we go,
Cameron,
folks.
it's not
Cactus Chelsea.
It's not a bad street fight. It's just there's a few gaps.
Yep, and
in
there's
the,
the call.
all right, there's the fire extinguisher. All right, now we're waking up a little bit. Dawsey, you might be right. People just might be fatigued with this feud because I'm curious. I'm not sure that the crowd, even though they're getting hyped now because Michin's about to bring out the table, I'm curious how many of them actually believe that Chelsea's going to win this match. And you have to believe that. Oh, here comes Piper now. A little forearm shiver. Knocks her down. And smack on the announce table. All right. Agent P sends Michin back into the ring. And here she comes with the trash can. What are they about to do? Oh, is she going to try to is Chelsea going to try to coast to coast? Oh my gosh. Oh, now that was impressive. 1, 2, that could have been 3. That was actually a pretty impressive move. Oh, B-Fab is here. B-Fab's got a kendo stick. Now, why is B-Fab getting in? Oh, goodness gracious. You didn't have to do Piper like that. B-Fab is chasing off Agent P. Chelsea is all alone. Chelsea is all alone, and Michin is back up. Does she have a weapon? Oh, she's got the kendo stick. Oh my gosh. Ah, man, she's catching her right at the top of the shoulders. Drop kick into the corner. Now what do we got? What's Michin going to do? Oh, now Michin's taking a turn with the trash can and just throws it at her. Now she's... Uh-oh, here comes, what does she call it? The long back attack. Here we come. Rolling senton right into the corner. Michin's got a real shot here. Chelsea's equalizer is no longer there. She's going for the pin. 2. No. Not enough. Dawsey. I'm not a huge fan of it myself. I don't tend to get over with a lot of moves that draw too much attention to the butt, male or female. But nevertheless, I feel like Michin's doing a lot of pausing in this match. Finally, we might get the table out now. This is the third time in the match she's gone for the table. She keeps jawing at the crowd. You got to stay focused if you want to win that title, Michin. Got to be focused. Okay, A is returning.
Boy,
Just to give you previously on the Philadelphia Street Fight.
My apologies.
Chelsea hit a coast-to-coast. Chelsea hit a coast-to-coast into the into a trash can.
Where did our signal go?
Into Michin. Let's see. Are you there?
We lost connection to the camera. Hold on. I know our microphone is still going. I'm not sure why we lost connection to the camera. Hold on.
Right. I think we are
Hold on, everybody.
possibly rebooting camera.
Wow.
And
Not quite sure what happened there. Hold on.
okay, Michin with a neat defeat lands Chelsea on the table, which looks like the table broke by itself. Oh, no, the legs collapsed.
Wow. What just happened? Okay, hold on, people.
Uh-oh. Michin off the top. Oh, senton through the table. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, a hooded figure has pulled Chelsea out of the ring and saved her. Do we have another herstory, or what do we call it? Secret Hervis? Alba Fire. Alba Fire is a new Secret Service agent. Oh! Destroyer onto the chairs. Chelsea Green is getting a cabinet, and I could not be happier.
Wowzers.
1, 2, that's it. The international treasure remains.
All right, I'm going to do a quick refresh.
U.S. champion.